to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Willis going to look to throw first play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Chiefs nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, but they bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 39-yard punt on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Come on. Willis will look to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Martinez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
19 Tiger. Coming.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kevontae Turpin. 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down.
Now Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Trenton Simpson there in coverage. When you talk about this Miami defense, well, this unit very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we taught, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Now Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Rashard Smith with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 now.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flag. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Cowboy 8, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw, Willis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on. Set. Crack all 80.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
19 light. Here we go. Set. Let go.
Off the play fake. Here's Willis. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it 21-8.
Chiefs 8. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Inside handoff, Smith. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Chiefs 15. Harrison Butker going to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Dolphins take over.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Malik Willis scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll begin with a handout to Smith. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Mike Green in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready, set.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
This is Martinez.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Back to throw, Willis. Inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Damian Martinez.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Chiefs 15. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And this taken at the 49. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready?
Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Martinez. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action with Willis. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Noel as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
Oh, and now they're going to
Thank you.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. Room here to run. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
60, Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Willis to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Willis looking to throw it.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Kevontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Dolphins are pouring it on.
He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
57-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Easy. Yellow. 0-15.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay,
It's a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
To throw, here's Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. Come on. Ready.
Here's Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Cavante Turpin, 48 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chiefs 18.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
This is the one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go now.
Now Willis on a bootleg. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, well, that's it. A lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And that will be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Here's Martinez.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go now. Like you get 60 back. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Willis looks to pass it here.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow.
Give to Smith out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
To the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A gain of 9
Back
yards.
now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. Well, their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Smith up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot.